The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna admire me because I bought a hoodie. I've lived in Washington, Seattle for 12 years. I've never owned a hoodie. This is a requirement, right?
It is.
Yeah, sounds right.
I'm really proud. Also, I don't know how to take it off. I'm very happy about it. It's really nice. I can see why you guys are all like hoodies. All right, tonight we have part 2 of our amateur game review series. I know at the end of last week we polled, and I said who wants to do a stronger game and who wants to do a weaker game, and it kind of came out like 3/4 you guys want to go stronger. And then I was looking at games, I was like, nah, we want to keep it right where it is. That 5Q level is pretty magical. Because the game that I want to show you guys today, it's only 105 moves long, and there's 20 lead changes, according to the Elf Robot. And I'm not counting the lead changes that are like, 51% to 49%. No, I'm kind of like 10% plus, swings from move to move. So if you do some math, 105 moves with 20 lead changes, it's gonna be cool. So you guys want to see a 5Q game?
Yeah.
All right, let's play some moves. Not a lead change.
$9 professional.
White's still winning according to the robot. But what do we have here?
Cross.
Oh no, my keyboard doesn't work. Hey, keyboard, wake up. So I have my keyboard attached to my iPad as you guys were commenting on. Oh, there we go. Okay. All I really want is this one arrow key to work. That's all I really need. All right, cross game. Cool. We haven't actually reviewed a cross game in a while, so that'll be fun. Where would you play if you were black?
Approach something.
Would you do this?
I wouldn't, but you could.
This is very robot-y. You do that. But 5Q does this. What would you expect from white?
Back up.
You expect this. Seems to be the best default move. But white does this because, why not? Next move for black.
3-3.
Yeah, now we go 3-3. Look at this. You guys know how to play like 5Qs. Which way does white block?
Between the stones.
Good. Next move for black. This is Joseki. Extend the cornerstone. Next move for white.
P16.
This is a 5Q game.
Don't make that. But some of them do.
So here's the thing. This is actually not nearly as bad of a move as we traditionally saw it to be. There are special cases where this is playable. And this is not really one of them. But it's also not terrible either. What's the normal response for black here?
Drop down.
This is the traditional answer. And what you want to try to do is get white to play here and then cut, and then you can actually kill 3 stones or kill the 1 stone. Right? Black will be able to do something. In this case, if black were to drop down and white knew that this was bad, white should play here. Then black will have to choose one of these. And then white can either extend or even possibly seal in. Or even extend on this side too, if you already have support over here. All these are possible. And the thing is with this actually really isn't terrible for white. It's really not a terrible result, if white has support. In a vacuum, yeah, black gets a corner, and white feels a little unsettled, but with a little bit of support, this is very playable. So just because your brain automatically assumes that this is a traditionally bad move, especially in modern Go, we do see it if you have support, at this point. I've been looking to find times to experiment with more of this in my game, just because most of your opponents do not expect it. Yeah, John.
Is that maybe bad only relative because of our level of ability?
No, it's the board position is bad. It's still bad here. Because if we still play this, in this case, this is actually a little bit better. If you're going to concede that white isn't going to drop down, This is actually a marginally better move for black. And in fact, 5q plays here. And other 5q plays here. This is actually quite reasonable. Black plays here. So if you look at this position, what does black have?
A couple of points in the corner.
10 points. What does white have?
Wall.
Yeah, a little wall here and a little influence here. Like, it's really not clear what white has, but white has something on the outside. Can you imagine a position where white already had a stone here? And now white actually can choose to play here or over here? Like, that actually looks pretty nice for white. Like, it really doesn't take much support to see that this is a very playable position for white. This is the game. And white, taking his quasi-sente move here, plays here. Do you think the robot likes this or doesn't like this?
It's not the biggest sign of the board in terms of area.
Here.
Probably the more.
So the robot really wants to defend something over here. The robot is like, black is way winning. Okay, like, just to be clear, like, this is within a vacuum, this is still a good result for black. But as far as individual moves, if you're already kind of in a crappy position and you play here, the robot's actually quite happy with you. It's like, okay, it's happy enough. It's not a big loss. The robots, they want you to play fast, they want you to develop a lot of things. And this group, you can attack it, but you can't really kill it, so whatever.
Doesn't that last white move invite black jumping right in the middle there?
White probably wouldn't mind that. Given
From
it's,
the idea that there's bigger moves?
you know, there's not a lot of potential here,
Well,
right? This is a very hard territory for white to defend, right? If you do this, black will attach here or attach here and just either keep you very small or poke holes in it. It's just not worth much, right? We're not fighting over much.
is that why I lose so much?
Maybe we're just fighting too much. If black jumps in over here and white eats this corner, it's actually very hard for black to take all this as territory. White already kind of has a wall here, has Aji from these stones. It's kind of risky for black to jump in. In the game, black plays here. This is a little bit of a mistake. It's not like black is trying to get a dual attack here. But the problem is this stone's pretty light, and this is pretty light. Like, these are very flexible. Even if black throws in a stone here now, it's very difficult for black to turn this into a large anything, right? Black can just settle over here and then run the stone out later. It takes a couple moves. So this is a little bit soft.
They wouldn't keep the white one to black.
Thank you. That, and there we go. So, yeah, it's all right. After this move, maybe you now play a move over here. Like, it's still, white still has an opportunity to do something. In this case, white plays here, and it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. We're defending something. How much trouble can this get in if white were to play over here, over here, over here? Yeah. What's the next move for black?
Maybe continue running up the board.
Like this?
Yeah.
No, this would be very soft. Very soft. No, because white would be like, oh, you're trying to really eat this. Okay, now I'll go live. You have to play a severe move over here.
I kind of like where you put white.
Yeah.
You just want to play this one? Oops.
Black.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Small or something. And then you can extend up while he's doing that.
Okay. So assuming if white might just exchange and be like, okay. But assuming that white doesn't want to, you can't seal white in either. Like, this doesn't just completely kill white. So you can let white be harassed for another move if you want to take initiative somewhere else. It's an opportunity. But in the game, white defended here, and it's a little bit soft, a little bit uninspired. But that gives black a chance to come back.
Is that white move too close?
Yeah, so this is the traditional, if we have a 2-stone wall, we want to play a 3-space extension. The robots are very skeptical of this amount of spacing. The robots like this, often. But with all these extra liberties here, you can probably be fine. Like, I think that's the correct spacing. You really, here's what the robots are thinking, like, if you play this move, like, yeah, if black is going to invade here, white will get a fine result, right? Black might be able to make the stone live, but white will get outside compensation for it. So, from our human perspective, we're like, this is the correct distance because black will have to, pay to do something about it. However, there's still a bunch of forcing moves, right? Maybe this is just enough compensation. If, on the other hand, we had a stone here and black played here, we wouldn't need to defend here again. We could defend out this way. And so it's just a matter of what you're giving up. And it's too hard. The robots, in many positions, seem to favor two space extensions from these two stone walls, though not always. And it's a very subtle thing based on the entire rest of the board. Like how useful is other stone here for black? If it's really useful, then play this one. If it's not so useful, then play this one. But there's more to it than that, so play there. And then when your opponent plays this, you're like, no, my stone's there. Okay? Do that. Have some quantum go, right?
Yeah, that was John Woolley's 4-dog trick. Was you move it slightly in the middle, and then your opponent will correct it to where they thought it should go.
Right, that's right. That's right. Let your opponent.
Let your opponent pick.
Let your opponent pick.
The decisions made.
All right, who do you like here in this game?
Pretty even.
I like black.
Yeah, robot likes black at this point. So keep that in mind going to the next sequence. Right now we're like 75-25. Pretty significantly in favor of black. Again, this Joseki down here was the real loss. Like without any support, this is bad. You don't want to do this just on a whim. But this is a 5Q game. Lots of things can happen. All right, you ready for white to play a terrible move?
No. Take it to the garage.
White's gonna peep here.
Look at it now.
This actually isn't terrible, but it's not good. What is the meaning of this move? First of all, this move is actually legitimately good if black doesn't have a stone there already.
Yeah.
Like this is actually fine. Like potentially very strong move. Black already has a stone here.
White's getting ready to run out and attack that other black stone.
Yeah, white is trying to run out faster and also make sure there's no connection underneath. White is saying, this is the type of move you would play when you really want to have a strong attack on something. Here's the problem. Is white ever going to have a strong attack on this stone? No, white has one stone over here next to the corner, right? White isn't super invested into these points. And in fact, white would really like to make all his problems just go away and just take all the corner and then reduce this or invade later. Like this is a hard area for white to fight in right now. So like even like that would look great. Let this be as it is. This is not a fight you want to pick yet. Timing is really hard and go, right? Often when you're playing, you see the most valuable move on the board, and you're like, I want to take it, so you take it. But then you totally miss the really urgent move, right? That upsets the life and death of the group. This is another timing kind of problem, where you have an area of the board that there's a lot of contention in it, but there's not really as much for either player to gain as you think. Because whoever wants this is going to have to fight really hard for it. And so it's a little bit like a quicksand kind of area in this case. Often when we have stones in contention, they become very urgent. But you only have 2 stones as the white player. You're very flexible, and they're spread across a wide area. There's lots of big points left on this board. So when white plays here, this is dubious. Black, of course, connects. What's the next move for white? It's a shape that 5Qs love.
O12.
O12 is the one.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it the 5Q shape. Because look, it's connected. It's such a great shape. The problem with this shape is like it just has so many defects. This is a shape that can be harassed real easily. And so you see this shape a lot in Q games. You see this shape a lot less in Dawn and Pro games. And against Q players, it works great because look how fast we ran 2 spaces. Amazing. But it has a lot of defects. We'll see those get taken advantage of later. All right, the next move. Good, bad, what do you think?
Good.
Maybe that's preparatory to doing a lot of harassment.
All right, here, I'm gonna tell you, right now, before this move happens, we're at an 88% to 12% win chance for black, according to the robot. What do you think we're at after this move?
Well, it's definitely down because it is doubtful that it's going to be exactly the move the robot would have picked, and only exactly the move the robot would have picked would have kept it even. So it's not going to go up.
Seems like there are bigger moves on the board.
Yes. Yeah. We're still at 88%. No, the robot very much likes this move. So before I was just telling you this is a quagmire, right? This is sort of like, there's bigger moves, we should go do something else. But at this point, why is that no longer the case?
Black has to stop his stone from being attacked and letting a hilarious white swipe out a big.
Well, it's because white paid a bunch of money.
Yeah.
It's like white just decided, okay, we're gonna fight over this. We're gonna fight over the quagmire. So okay, we'll fight over it. When your opponent makes something worth, a lot, you should respond. And it's also the fact that this shape is stupid for white. You don't want to give white an easy out, right? Even though white is out, it's not very strong. Very, very harassable. This shape, on the other hand, has high potential. It's really preventing this shape from doing anything over here. Like this shape can only run, right? This is the only thing this shape can do. It puts more pressure on this stone. Now this stone, with one more move, this stone will also have to run. So it keeps us strong, keeps both of our opponents weak. In general, the robot didn't really want to keep playing this side of the board, right? It was very much thinking, there's big moves, let's settle some of the big moves first, and then decide how much we want to invest here. Then let's decide how valuable this is. But since white invested in it poorly, it's sort of like, I can't think of a good metaphor, but it's like your opponent's giving you free money, right? Like your opponent's sweetening the deal to fight over this area. Let's make this area more valuable. Okay, I guess I'll fight in the area now. It's more valuable. Next move for white. And they're on fire. They're playing like robot moves. Just give up. Say, no, that's fine. That's black's. We're now fighting over this, okay? We're now in. We're going to be consistent. All right, now we're back to 5Q lane. This is a clunker. All right, what's the worst move you can think of? Tegen would probably be better than the move. Better. It's a 52% loss.
Really?
Oh yeah, we're next one we're gonna swing the game in favor of white real hard.
Wow.
Bam.
I don't know how you get that.
Jump between the two red stones.
You found it, John. You have a gift.
Hey, I'm used to thinking stupid.
Wow.
He wants to split it.
He's like, look, I got a stone over here. I got stones over here. Wouldn't it be great if I could just connect them? Like I just go right through white. Let's connect them that way. It'd be great. All right, where should white play? I guess he does not play.
Q7 probably.
This would be correct.
But that's not what he.
Now we got But here's the thing, black should almost always play there. And white will connect down here.
Yeah.
And this is, when black wedges here, black wants to cut. What's the problem with this cut? Actually, probably even just cover. I'm not sure if I don't think you take that Atari. You just injured yourself, right? You just slapped yourself in the face, right? These two stones that you made strong, prepared for this big garbage can battle at the bottom, just hosed. Just absolutely hosed. And if you're like, okay, I realize the mistake of my ways, I'm gonna get them out. White's gonna continue harassing you here, maybe here, I'm not sure what's best. And now this group is actually quite strong, and this stick is kind of dumb looking. It's a stick. Like, what is this stone doing? Like, at least there, right? I don't know, there? Something. That's a weird stick. This is not what happens. Because white plays this way. Now here's the thing, this isn't actually all that bad for white either. Like, both of these are playable, it's just the other one is much better, it's consistent. Black to play. Extend, yeah, so you have to.
It's a battle.
We're about a 50-50 game right now, by the way, guys. Like between the tarring the wrong side and, I don't know. Which side do you connect on as white?
Bottom. Yeah.
The bottom is what the 5Q did. And the robot actually is almost, it liked both of them. They're very different games. They make very different games. You go on top, what are you giving up?
The bottom, the corner.
You're saying settled, right? You're just.
You've done it, you can build like a wall.
Here. Sending, maybe actually in this case you probably just sent first, sorry. You have to take that in this case. How's the life of that one?
Well, I can have it.
Pretty
I'll take
solid.
the corner and the left wall.
Black has Sente and got really strong, so it's probably gonna lean on one of these two groups over here. White gets a big corner, there's a little bit of Aji from running this stone out. But black is super safe now. I'll show you how similar in some ways that the other variation is. So we go back here. In the game, white connects on the bottom. Black takes this cut, white Atari, and comes back. Atari, I believe that's the game, and make sure that yep. What's the status of black now? White still has the corner either way, right? Both these variations result in white getting a big corner. So that's kind of funny, right? It doesn't matter which side you connect, you always get that.
Black needs to capture the white stone there.
This stone is Aji. And in the game, black plays here. But at the end of this is too slow a move. And there's still Aji for the stone. So in the game, it'd be better if black didn't play there. If black did something like descend there, this would be a better result for black. Or even treat that as the next fight and see if you can make another weak white group. Also possible. Black has, even though there's a weakness, black is the thickness, right? Black is the one with all the power. So if you have all the power, parlay that power into more weak groups. So in this case, this is a little bit too slow, but where do you think the game lies overall? Who do you think is winning?
Is that last move what might really be expected in 5Qs? Is that really a 5Q?
Yeah, 5Qs you just learned about shape, right? If you read the Making Good Shape by Richard Bozelich book, and you see that, you're like, I need to play that move because it's good shape.
So that is reasonable for a 5Q.
Sure.
Okay.
Lots of
I
things
think
are
the
reasonable.
lower players don't make that play and then they get killed. And then
Right, and then they learn to make that play, and then you have to get stronger in order to learn when you don't have to make that play.
Right.
In this case, yeah, white is going to look for opportunities to run this stone out. But it's not necessarily a great idea yet. Like, it turns into a really hard fight because white has another weak group over here, right? What happens now when black plays here? Are you getting nervous?
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, you have a problem. And so this is a really interesting fight. And I'm not saying it's better for white or black, but it's a serious, alternative universe the game can go down. Black says no alternative universe. Say no. So it's okay. But who do you think is winning?
I don't know.
Don't know. Let's talk about what each person has.
10 points, maybe 15 points for white.
10 points, maybe another up to 5 points there, 5 points there, so about 20 points for black. White actually has 12, almost 15 points there. Another 5 there, plus another 5, 25 plus Comey. So in terms of territory, it sure looks like white's up by 10 plus. But
Right, another weak group.
there's this.
Yeah.
So
About even.
robot says 2-1 black. Oh, sorry, yeah, 2-1 white.
So 2 to 1.
It's white, 2-1 white. Likes that extra 10 to 12 points the white has already. Also,
Wait a second.
white is white's move. That's probably really important to the equation. All right, so what are you gonna do as white? What's your idea?
Like N14 or something.
17.
That group and cap black.
And 14,
Down.
this one? This one?
To that. Something in that area to help your group and try to build something. Probably not make any points up, so. Maybe just approach a core.
Let's play a big move.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Oh, I wanted to go up to.
I like
I'm
that
gonna
one
approach
better.
the side and build that wall down below. But it's debatable.
There's sort of a philosophy in Go that we can kind of apply here. It's that if you have one weak group, you win the game. Your goal in Go is to have one weak group. Because if you have one weak group, you can just manage that one weak group whenever it needs managing. You have no other problems. All the other groups are efficient enough to just live and take territory. If you have 2 weak groups, you lose the game. So this is sort of that philosophy of, I'm just gonna, boom, no attack anymore. This is solid. Whatever black does here, white will be able to manage. Possibly we could even treat it as lightness. If black were coming out really strong against this, maybe like leaning here, and then capping. And you're looking at this and white going, meh. It's still not completely dead yet. Black really needs one more move. And black takes another move. You're gonna build something pretty large over here. We already got that. So, how big is this really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 by about 35.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's a game.
Still going to fight for it.
That's with very passive play over here. We're not asking to fight anything. Playing the most passive defensive version. In the game, white doesn't play over here. White plays this. That move is big. This move has a very big follow-up. Here. This is a very big move. Getting around here because all of a sudden now this left side looks like we're building off of this stone. Now black has a new problem. We already have a big corner. Now this stone can actually run out. We need it. But black says, no, we're coming out. This is fine. Like this is fine. The robot is lukewarm on both of these. The robot really wants to play on this side of the board. All right, let's play a clunker. It's time. Well, he's been winning for 5 moves. We gotta switch it up a little bit. How do you get overinvested in something right now?
Yeah, see, now we're all looking for the worst
Oh,
possible.
6.
It's not the worst possible move, but you're looking at 06. Oh, run this out. That's a real 06.
So 6 is.
Oh, this one. That's real bad. That's real bad. That is a clunker.
I said it was bad.
It's not that bad. It's reasonable. It's 5 key.
Peep at the thing you just went there.
013?
Out of the right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
That would be an impressive clunker. The move White plays actually isn't that bad, relatively. It's not, but it is. Like, White wants that board to be more important. However, even though it's a bad move, it is attaching to a strong stone, right? Like this isn't the worst thing you can do in a game of Go. It's just that we're continually investing more in this area we shouldn't be investing in. We just want to, like, there's no life here, right? We just either want to get out or give up. Those are the only 2 options. It's get out or give up. And White's looking for something right now. This is the stuff you do after big moves have been played.
What can easily get out then? In that case.
How do you get out?
Uh-huh.
Like that. You're out.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to get out.
Sure. Better move, play over here.
Yeah.
So,
Or around the corner on it.
or around the corner. You have 3 really great moves.
Yeah.
You don't need to do this. But Black is going to help White a little bit. Just for fun.
How would you punish me?
Do that.
No, what still can get out.
Yeah, but now it's hard.
It's harder.
Now it's real hard. You're gonna have to pay a lot.
Then you can get out the first time. At first place.
You could just play here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? If White plays here and Black plays here, now White is kind of having like a little poop the pants moment, right? Like, need some alone time. This is not good. That would be better. This would be probably best. Also good. All right, anyway, we play here. Black indulges White. Black's like, you know what? Yeah, you can't live there. Fine. White should just ignore it. Just fine. Fine.
Just run.
Play a big move. Play a big move.
Just one.
Just run for just playing a normal game. It's like White is totally forgetting that, especially after this move, this Black group is really hard to attack. And this Black group, not really easy to attack. White is real worried that Black will link up under here and make these 6 points into Black territory.
So he's gonna follow and extend.
Oh yeah!
Oh my goodness.
The robot says that's a 73% loss.
What if Black lost again?
Now, Black here, right? Like just,
Yeah.
but no. No.
Definitely not living. Why not just play the elephants?
Why should you just give up? Like, this is not, just go do something else, right? This is like a really slow eater at your dinner table. Chews really loudly. Black is like, okay, I'm just gonna eat those 3. This is your cue, White. You don't need those 3. Like, this is a very nice compromise. Go do something else. No. Oh, sorry, no. That would have been worse. This is better. This is actually better. This is worse. Why is this worse?
This
That's
Black would
points.
play Q11 and then P.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, now Black will play the same move. If you connect,
just take one more.
Yeah.
and now this stone just got
Yeah.
completely useless. Yeah. So white actually does play a nice move here. Yeah, white plays this way. If you're going to continue playing, this is better than connecting this way. If you feel the need that you have to connect.
Well, if the net piece there, black extends.
Here.
And then white says, oh, I'm gonna connect those three stones.
No, John, no. You don't connect the stones.
Well, I thought maybe this white player was going to do that, as they should. I thought this white.
Oh yeah, he totally does. But oh wait, so this is 41, move 41. Again, it's only 105 moves long. We're almost 40% done here. White's gonna play here.
Damn. Finally saw something.
This is all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's not terrible. They do that, and they make sure, and then yes, connect. Oh, hold on. Let's do there's a big switch here. This is all predicted. 77, and yeah. So after this move,
Really?
guess who the robot likes?
Black.
Yeah.
I get this point.
Well, actually, wait. Did the numbers reverse? Hold on. 28, 32%. I feel like I flipped the number somehow. All right. Yes. After this move connection. It's like a 90-10 game.
Yeah.
Like this is just a turkey, right? This is just turkey.
No, pumpkin. It's October.
That's a pumpkin. All right.
Next month is a turkey.
Okay. I'm jumping the gun. Black attacks it this way.
Why not? Seems kind of slow.
It's pretty slow. Not a really efficient way to attack this.
One line higher.
Yeah, I think anything else a little bit faster and better. I mean, black is trying to prevent this move, but this move doesn't help white that much. Especially if you already have a move here. Right? It's not like this move's going to do much. I still think this is better. If white wants to take a move right now to save this, white totally can. But black has actually a couple options here. Number one option, black could just play here and say, okay, do you want to save this group? If you do, whoops, we're gonna play here. Kill this one. So do you see the importance of like having a stone here? This weakness has a direct effect on the possibility of saving this group. If white's like, no, I really want to live. Okay. Let's go back to attacking turkey. Pumpkin. It's a pumpkin with a turkey card.
I'm not sure what's that.
So these off. Black plays this move. And white jumps out, because this is a 5-2 game. And here, you ready? You ready for black to give up a lead? He's totally gonna wedge. You don't have to wedge.
Why?
You really don't. You can just play there. Like, this makes a lot of suffering happen on behalf of white. Like, a lot.
Good direction.
If white tries to get fancy and jump out here, now this wedge is good, right? Like this is white can't go out this way. There's a hole here and a hole here, so white has to play a slow move, maybe even that. But that doesn't work well either, or at all. It's turkey time, okay? I don't care about your pumpkin. It's too meaty. This wedge, however, gives white an out. Like, this just helps white get out.
Yeah.
White should play here. White does not. I'll assure you that at no point we're going to do the right thing. And now white has a choice. White can play there. White can play there. Those are the only two choices. Two choices. They're both fine.
I like that.
No.
This is one that caught my eye. The robot actually likes, the robot likes both. And so I don't actually understand this one well enough to like it better than this one.
Why is it definite out?
This is good for white. We even actually have a little bit of use of this stone too, right? Because if black ever wants, there we get a free move. So we might even be able to extend this way later because then we have this Atari to use. So that would have been great. White's like, this group and this group, that's where I meant to attack. Let's make this into a running fight. Where's the stone?
P13 should be a black stone.
P13?
Or P12.
Thank you. Good job. So we're just gonna make this a running fight. And the robot is just in disbelief. This is because all these moves, like the robot doesn't understand why either player is extending. like this one, it went to Atari. All right, after this one, the robot's like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Let's play there. And plays there. And the robot's like, okay, that's fine. Come over here now. It's like, no.
He's building the stick
Okay.
in the middle.
So this is one of those times where the robot is going bam, 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 but it is going in a direction. Who is this good for?
It's probably good. It's good for white.
It's great for white. We've now taken this game. We've crawled from like, a 90-10 game back to that 88% game favoring white. So why is this so good for white?
It's getting out. And black.
Starting out, feeling low.
This was going to be like black territory. Like black was looking at maybe 30 points of potential here. Black is getting 5 points here. Now there is a problem with this group. You ready, black?
Yeah.
Finally.
Did it. It's happening. Game's not over. What would you do as white?
Run out.
How?
Level 16.
Well, 16. Oh, this way. Might be a lot of suffering.
You just keep extending.
Yeah.
Looks like a pretty big move from black, but
Yeah.
Twice here.
Yeah, you can make two of then.
Well, do you need to do all this to make 2 eyes?
No.
Okay, then let's not do that. And again, white plays here. This is okay. This move's okay.
You're ready, class.
This threatens to both get out as well as it can help your eye space. So it's not terrible. Black jumps. And this is very natural, right? Oh, your opponent's suffering? Okay, just build.
Yep.
Yeah, just build. Very natural. White plays here. In the game, robot still is like in love with white, right? It's like, this is great. As long as you just live here, you're out. You have cash. And black has 5 points. Great. Black, actually between this and this, black barely can cover Comey. Right? There's no other, black will have to turn that into points. White makes this exchange. And then, white plays here.
Right. No. What?
This is a move you can't play as white. This exchange is okay. But this one, you have a serious problem now.
you're a little crowded in there now.
This is not the game sequence, but it could be.
Connect.
connect that way.
No, give it up. If you don't have this ice base.
Problem.
You can get getting all
Now run.
If you're not making any points,
Gotta stop her.
that might be able to eat it.
Actually, that can eat it, right? Oops. Yeah, that can eat. I'm actually not sure here. Hold on. Maybe don't push in that way first. You push in. Let's push in that way. There. Black might need to push in this way first. Not quite sure of the sequence.
Okay. Yes.
It's real close. You cannot black connect. I don't see life yet, guys. This gets like there's not two eyes here. Right? If white tries to make two eyes this way or Seki, black can play here to make a dead shape. So I do not believe there's two eyes locally. It's not quite, it's like one space too short. That's a third consider. Let me give you an alternative version of reality. Instead of connecting here, right place here. Make the base bigger. If black plays this way, cut. Black captures your stone. You're out. If black backs off, you back off. There's a cut here that black will likely need to defend. If black tries to reduce your eye space in here, if it does it like that, it's real easy, right? There's actually not real easy. It's close to real easy. You might have to give up these, but
No, don't do that.
don't do that. Why? They're not important.
My voice.
Actually, if black plays this way, you play there. Just forget this. You just cut it. Yeah. This is a little bit difficult for black to deal with. I'm not sure if this is better or this is better. Probably just extend. Take all the Aji you can.
Well, he's really just a little bit at a time.
This is really bad for black. Do you guys see this? Like if he insists on killing everything. This is chill. Still not alive.
Big some weight there.
All right, you know this. We learned this last class. 7 in a row. Alive or dead.
Close to both ends, yeah.
Someone says.
7 is.
You have to make it. You have to play an 8th stone. You have to get 8 stones down. Alive. All right. If that's alive, and we got a wall here. Let's just kill these 4. Seems doable.
Got a big will use it.
Yeah. Actually, might pay to go a little faster. Yeah. Anyway, this is pretty unreasonable for black.
I think black is lost.
Yeah, black looks like a heart, like just going all out to try to kill this and not allowing this cut. Pretty unreasonable. So that's why this is okay. This is not okay. This doesn't actually make us more eye space. Even this would have been better, right? Because now black really does need to respond again here, in which case we can now play this, or at any point we can just back off into a ko. Like minimum we get ko. Here, unless this guarantees us enough space to make two eyes, this is inferior. All right, that was a long sequence. My iPad even shut off. Where were we? All right, in this case, black does not play here. Black is worried about this. He plays here. Very soft. Very soft.
Here, live with this.
White plays here.
Good man.
This is, oh, by the way, this move, all right, I'll give you some percentages. This connection, robot says 46.2% loss. This soft move, 40% loss. So we're just boom, boom. Back and forth. This move, only 18%, like this move works. This is better still. You guys just saw how that worked, either get out or get bigger space. But this puts the game back to 50-50. Black blocks, that's the correct move. And if white just played a move like this, sure, done. The question is, are we safe here? Is this safe enough to Tanuki? It's a hard question. This is a shape you have to know. This shape almost functions identically to this shape. So if black can play this here, black can play this here. That's a weird go thing. Because if white comes on top, black has this move. Or sorry, white, yeah, black has this move. Kills. Connects. And so you have to be very careful.
What group's there? White can live there.
White can live there, white chose not to.
Oh.
That's why we're reviewing this.
Should have.
I'm saying white can play here. Let's be like, we're done. No more talking about this, we're done. White's gonna play here. You know what the favorite robot move is, though? Robot also doesn't want to save this yet. Robot really wants to play here.
That's a lot of pressure.
This move actually does a couple of significant things. Number one, if these 4 stones die, right, even though this white group is out and stronger, it's not alive yet. So this move would actually guarantee its life. Number 2, this is a big endgame move. But more importantly than either of those things, this group is guaranteed to have 2 eyes if black plays there. If white can play there, this group actually only has 1 eye. And what does white have nearby? A big wall. And if you have a big wall and a group with 1 eye, that means you can just start building the left-hand side of the board whenever you like. Because you're just going to lean on the 1 eye group until it has to run, and you have 60 points. Just up and down left. So amazingly, the robot doesn't care enough about this. See, this is actually a bigger fight. It really doesn't care about this. But black's gonna play, and robot's still like, okay, 50-50 guys, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Every move is wrong. This is just every move is wrong. What are you doing? White's just trying to live real small here. This is not.
At least go.
It's like, I don't know. What's probably a stronger move in this corner if you wanted to build something in this corner?
I just wanted to live 3.
You just want to live 3-3.
Yeah.
It's very safe. But what if this was too big? This each play 3-3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 20 points.
Play on the 4th line on 16.
This would be more normal.
No, I attached to it.
Yeah. This is a very common invasion in this type of situation. Here's how it's kind of expected to go. Here or here, they're slightly different, so we'll play this one first. And then you have to find a move that works best for you. So, that's a normal-ish sequence. We're playing extra low just for fun. This is what you do when you're really going in deep. This is usually what you do when you just want to stake a thing that can run out. If you're really not interested in running out, you play a move like this or like this. This one's cool too. Now you go 3-3. It's like a 3-3 invasion, but one that faces this way, one that faces the wrong direction for your opponent. Anyway, this is the thing that happens. Black keeps the corner. And the robot really hated white, that white was doing any of this. So white, we've gone from an 88% win game to a 50-50 game, and now we're down to a 17% win percentage for it. Dynamite. Yeah. Oh, what is the robot? Yeah, robots don't play here, Black. It's just fine. Just play there. This was dumb. But our opponent, our black player, I'm not sure why I'm pretending I'm the white player, plays here. What do we think of this move?
Not good. What will respond?
Well, what should white play here?
No, that's not the question.
White should...
Peep the black.
Let's see what white should do.
How about white?
S7
How about-
again, and ignore it.
How about white plays E19s? Get ready to do that.
Locally, this is the best move.
That is the best move?
Locally, and if we're only concerned about this is the best move.
Oh, locally, yeah. Locally.
But over here and over here are still better.
Yeah.
This is escalating this side. Right now, white doesn't have very much potential over here. It's very hard to make a local white living group. Like we didn't really get a base yet. If we can fight a co, if we can win the co, like just outright, man, we're so much stronger here. There's no points here for black. Black is really scared of this co. Black really doesn't want to fight a co right now. Like black was looking forward to, harassing this until all this became black points. But with this co, yeah, that's all thrown into the wind. Like who knows? White does not play co. Nor does white save this group, nor does white, one eye the group over there and harass the left-hand side of the board. White connects. We're back to 17%. Right? We clawed our way back to 50-50. No. Okay. Black's going to keep covering this. White's going to insist on this being a thing. We're just going to keep playing this out.
Most of this small.
White's going to play here. What's the problem with this move?
Now he's connected. It's wrong.
Oh, now everyone's going to be able to find this key point, right? And after this, there's no weaknesses for white to take advantage of. Right, there is no fighting back. But do you think the players are going to find that?
Not till later.
Well, a little while later, yeah, a little bit later. Not that much longer. All right, we're already at 78, so there's only 30 moves left. White's going to say, can I get out? It's like, no, go back. White plays here. That move by itself is good. Like, legitimately good. At this point, you've invested so many stones. For White's no longer freaking out. It's like, good. You flipped. It's the first good one, though. Everything else is like, no. Why are you doing this? Like, oh, you've made it a garbage can big enough that it's not worth taking out. Garbage can's full. All right. Black. Terrible move. Here. It's key point. Black plays here. All right, want to know where white should play? There.
Where does white play?
White insists on playing there, on gaining one extra point for his group. That is a scary, scary proposition. Because if you have 4 across the bottom, how many eyes is that? It's a gote eye, it's a half eye. See, can you put a pretend stone there in your mind? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the second line is a gote eye, right? Prove this, right? Imagine here. If it's black's move, black can play there, and you'd be like, aha, let's play there. And black can play there, white's going to play there, and black's like, aha, that's a false eye too. And white's like, aha, but I have that move. Black's like, no, that's a false eye too. In this case, it actually doesn't quite work because there's a cut here, but we'll ignore that for now. Just conceptually. Conceptually, 4 in a row is a gote eye. So if your opponent plays first, you will get no eyes. I want you to keep that in mind. Well, got it. There. Okay.
White.
And black's gonna play here.
Oh,
This is all right, but better move, just play here. Here or here, either one. All right, if you're white and you want to live,
E19.
that looks good, right? Does it live? It does live because there's a connection here. White will play here, and black's like, aha, I can kill you. No, white's unconnected. If you respond to this way, black will play here, and you have a false eye. So the only reason why white is like normally this would kill. This move's no good normally. It only works because there's a connection. As does this one. This move also only works because there's a connection. Actually, does this move even work? Oh yeah, because black plays here first in response. Says, okay, white, you can live if you really want to. 4 in a row, gote eye, makes it. But now what? Now, before all this, actually, I want to go back a move or two. There's actually a really cool move here that I want to show you guys because it's cool. Would you ever think to play here? Before you go back and live, this is a really potent move. What is it threatening? There's a cut here, there's a cut here. This is a dual threat. It's a dual threat you can make while keeping 4 liberties. It's very cool. If black defends, which side do you want to defend? This one?
Here, yeah.
Now what?
Atari.
Which one?
Top.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay. Defend here? No? You gotta defend here, otherwise it's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Have to, yeah.
There? Do that one?
Black.
Here first. Threaten the snapback. Come down here. Sorry, this way. this case, you might have to just back off. I don't think this works.
But yeah, why not?
Why not keep Atari?
Atari, where?
The
Push it once on 16.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
ah,
It's
But
two,
why not go?
two liberties, two liberties.
Why not go out?
Why not go out this way?
Yeah.
Well, because black will turn here.
Okay, so then you play the B16.
This one.
And black's gonna respond.
Yeah. But it's now 3 liberties to 4 liberties. And so if you can play here, this works, sort of. But the problem is it doesn't really work.
Isn't there like some sort of weird connection underneath?
There is a weird connection underneath. You've done the Tsuji book. This is a total misappropriate time to use that Tsuji.
yes.
You're like, aha, Atari! And I could be like, aha, I am out!
You blew it.
Okay. Total wrong time to use that Tsuji. So here, let's go back to the shape that I wanted to make, which was just this one. Black actually has to come back and take this. And now, and only now, well, maybe even play another move or two on the outside, do you come back and take this. What I'm trying to exhibit here is, well, I can get a bunch of free stuff. Like before you ever have to truly make life with a group, especially if it's Gote life, you have to look for all these free stuff. Like force your opponent to defend all these moves before you come back and play a sad move. And in this case, because there's a couple cuts here, if you just come back and defend, later on, if you make this cut, black will be like, it's only exactly 8 points, it has no other merit on the board. You've already you've played like 2 moves to defend a group. I can actually give up something and go do 2 moves somewhere else. And so this is a principle you guys all know, right? Like, if you're under attack and there's some questions you can ask your opponent that get you some free stuff, and it doesn't have to be free stuff. I don't want you to make terrible exchanges just for the fun of it. Like those moves that your opponent has to respond to, but actually give more to your opponent than for you. You gotta take it. And this is one example of that, right? We can actually get kind of almost a strongish group on the outside. And maybe even continue to harass this group later before you come back and do this. Anyway, none of that happened because this is a 5Q game. And white just came back and lived here. In which case, black played here. All right, we got 2 5Qs doing life and death. Who's ready? White plays here. Right now, robot says 95% black.
95%.
Yeah. Actually, sorry, 96.5% black. Black plays here. This is going great. White plays here. Nothing really changes. Black plays here. Game is now 90% in favor of white.
Yeah.
What?
Because there's a move to live, must be.
Now there's a way to live. This is not the right move. So, my challenge to you.
Find the right move.
Find the right move. I did on my own. I did it earlier today when I was looking at this game. I was like, oh, there's now a way to live. And only then did I throw it into the robot. I was like,
How does white
confirmed.
live now?
How does white live now?
Harry,
Which way?
your right side.
From the edge?
Second line.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I think this way. Yeah.
Good. All right. Because right now, if you look at our eye space, this is not eye space. This is
Yeah.
1 eye, not 2 eyes.
But if you
But this move threatens a 2nd eye somewhere.
There and down below.
And so if we're threatening a 2nd eye there, that's an eye? That's it.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Twice.
Isn't that beautiful? They didn't find it. White played here. Loses 86% with that move. Is back to 96% for black. But from this point forward, actually, black doesn't screw up. This is fine. Because now black can come back and connect under here to this one. And this, yes, these two stones are dead, but that's the only eye white has. And, whoa. They keep playing. So keep playing the game. All right. White tries. White tries. It's just there's just no way out, though.
I assume this is where white resigns.
I mean, he pokes this. I missed a. All right. There's. White even connects here. Okay. Oh, there's a move here. I'm doing the moves out of order, but there's just white just tries to get out. There's no way out. So it's there. White's like gonna connect there, and this actually is kind of interesting because this looks like it threatens a capturing race between this group and the white group, except no time. No time to cut. And this is resign. So we didn't even get to see this thing happen. Left hand side of the board.
Upper left corner. There.
Yeah, this is. That happens.
Did they ever find it at the left hand corner?
No, this is the game. This is the game.
That's the game right there.
That's the game. Nothing else happens. This is everything that happens in the game. And so, you know, this was an exciting game.
Lots of big fights.
Lots of ups and downs.
Yeah. And even, you know, this group, like the robot kind of knows everything, right? The robot's like, white really should play another stone over here, right? To really stabilize this group because robot just knows this is going to turn to a running fight. And that's a running fight. Black's going to get strong here. And this group will come under attack. Like the robot predicted it from like move 11. It's like, play another stone over here. And in the end it died, 100 moves later. But at the same time, this was kind of unreasonable. This was just, you know, sometimes you just have to let your opponent build points in Gote. You don't have to invade everything immediately. It's hard. Go is hard.
Gote's hard.
Gote is really hard. Playing those Gote moves. If you guys remember the situation before all this nonsense took us all by storm. The corner looked like this. And sure, there's this move, right? Great. You can find that? Beautiful. You can find this? Boom, you have another option in your arsenal. Great. If you find this one, this is also a move, it's a little, not quite as efficient in this case. But equally valuable to any of these is not doing anything. Go do something else important. Or even, you can build over there. That's still fine. Because what's black's next move in this corner?
3-3 closure.
You're gonna play this way?
Yeah, I'm still left.
Do that way, it certainly feels like white's is going to reduce you, finding you out here and say, okay, look, I'm going to give you 30 to 35 points. Those are just yours. But I'll build something over here. If you extend, here, there's still this stuff. This stuff, like white could even still find the exact same code. It's still a code. Again, that one works too. There's even a code for the corner still. You just play here, and there's a code. Do you guys know this? It just lives. If you want to invade the corner, you can. It's a code. And there's actually this sequence where isn't necessarily code, but the outside matters, so let's not talk about it. But here's your pure code sequence in the corner. If you play here first, it doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't matter. You just play here right now. Cool. It's good. So So playing here doesn't guarantee all of this either. How about playing here?
You can also make,
You can still play here, yep. Or you can also play here. Say, okay, you get those. You just have to be reasonable. Like if your opponent is going to invest on a move, say, okay, that's what you get. I get to move somewhere else. So, this is investing too many stones in an area that's too light. That's why I refer to it as the garbage pail. Like your stones can be thrown away. They're not super important stones. They might feel like it because you played them early on in the game, but they're by themselves. They don't have a huge strategic importance because your opponent is strong. Play big moves. Timing. All right, is that a fun game?
Maybe next week you can find a better pair of cue players.
What do you mean a better pair? These were great. I don't understand the question.
Like 4 cues.
Like 4 cues. I can find a pair of 4 cues. Find the best 5 cues. So good they're 4 cues. All right. Well, thank you. We'll do one more in our series. We'll have part 3. I think we'll probably find another 5 cue game because I'm kind of digging this level. It's good. All right. Well, thanks for watching. You guys want to play some games?
Yes.
All right. Let's play Go.